Hello, everyone. Hopefully this is looking okay. There was a funky blip in the internet for a little bit, and I don't know if it's fixed itself or if we're still in problem territory. That said, I see that hydrate. Hi, Pika. Welcome in. Rawr, 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 rawr. We appear to be okay. We appear to be okay. I will move forward with satisfactory, and we will hope and that everything will work okay, and that if folks start joining into the Discord VC, things will be fine as well. So we'll see from there. Let me get the music started, folks, as well. You know the set. You know the set. But yeah. So as the title says, on the itinerary today is to get more work done on the actual nuclear power plant in itself and the related reactor stuffs. I've got more stuff to work in on. No worries. No worries. Thank you for stopping on Inside, and I hope you're able to get rest. So, thank you again. But let's get the game going, and there it is again. Fucking internet. I fucking swear right now. Don't you dare. OBS? I swear. OBS, get your shit together. It's not unstable. It's fine. You're fine. Everything is fine. Don't be dumb. Bloody internet. I can imagine so. Still do not like the fact that my internet's kind of dipping in and out and being dumb. We'll see if I have to restart stream a couple times. If I do, I might have to cut early. Find out how I'm feeling about that. But hopefully now we've settled into okay territory. Oh, but let's see what happens when I go to the game itself. uh, Unstable bit rate because the connection is being dumb. I do not appreciate that in the slightest. I'll do my best to remain calm about this, folks, but no promises. This is the one thing that can really piss me off fast. Hey, I can't help it if that's how you respond, Pika. I'm just doing me stuff. What am I doing here? Window satisfactory and audio. Da, 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 da. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. In we go. Ow. Ah. Also need my back to stop yelling at me, but hey, what else is new? That is back to life. Ugh. Mm. I feel like my tea needs just a touch more creamer in in the moment. Mhm. maybe that's the problem. Did you get tangled up in the wires, Pika? Is that what's causing the issue here? I mean, I suppose it's possible. No, no. No, I don't think that's it, Eric, and I think there's something else getting in there. Like something that's messing with the Wi-Fi itself. Hard to say though. In all seriousness though, this sometimes happens. Sometimes my internet gets really really stupid, even though it's supposed to be pretty good stuff. But it's also one of the issues is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi sucks. But that's the nature of Wi-Fi, I suppose. No, we'll deal. We shall deal. And I hope all of you will be patient if we do have stream issues because of network problems or anything like that. Yeah, some days it works, sometimes it takes a broke. Precisely. You get it, Erkin. So, let me show you all what I was up to off stream because I've been busy, as is usual with this game. I've been busy. I made the train line named after the wonderful pancakes, with this beautiful color scheme that, frankly, the more I look at it, the more it reminds me of the color scheme that some of the micro SD cards were given. That gold and red combo. It's got that kind of a look to it, and I kind of like it. I actually quite like it. It works there. It works nicely for the actual material of the thing itself. This is specifically going to the aluminum factory to bring in fused modular frames for the explicit purpose of making pressure cubes. I'm going to have to make, in addition to the other copper madness, I'm going to have to make copper powder. I don't know how much of it I'm going to need. I'm going to have to start figuring all of that out. But that's one of the things we might be able to get to today. The other big thing I did, you can see down there that long snake of a passageway with solar panels as roof because I'm not getting away from this alternate power sources mod ever. I like this mod too much. This is a permanent inclusion in my mod set now. And those serve two functions. One, during the daytime, it's more power for my network. Two, there's always some power running through them, even a little bit. And so it gives me it makes it safer for me to hover on top and along it to lay out the other cables. I first tried this over by where I was capturing the uranium and the thorium. I'm tempted to replace those with the panels as well, but those are single wides as opposed to that which needed to be double wide, and the double wide really does lend itself to the panels more, especially with the nice roof design there. And it's a pretty look. Plus, it gives the game a little less to have to load in because you can't look down and immediately see what's in there. You can only see it from the sides. So, in fact, we'll go down there and I can show you it all a little bit more closely. I want to do this jetpack. Although I could have done it with the hover pack, now that I think about it. But you can see we've got, I think it's 3 iron, 2 copper, and 1 limestone coming in. All belts are about as, yeah, not definitely can't forget the multi jump. That is true. That's here to stay as well. Although I might tone it down a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. These are all carrying the maximum amount that a single Mark V belt can carry, and that's what I'm letting the machines put out, even though these are pure nodes and technically I could get away with pulling more from them. But I'd rather avoid that if I can. Okay. Is this a about to be a crash from the game? Because I'm not happy if that is. Game, please. Hold that thought a moment, Pika. Oh, thank God. That was just autosave. That worried me for a moment. The coal you see here, that's a tier 3 um miner on a pure node, max overclock, split as close as possible to the start as I was able to get away with. And that's what's going on with this one. So that's about 600 each, give or take a little bit. And I forget, I think I opted to tap into both of the quartz. Yeah, I tapped into both of the quartz. Technically, I could tap the coal the same way I tapped everything else and do both nodes, but I felt it wasn't necessary. 1200 coal is probably more than sufficient. I've gotten used to the shenanigans of this game, to be fair, Erkin. I've gotten very used to the shenanigans of this game.
Banana gargles.
Indeed, Reiji, the shenanigargles. Welcome in, friendo.
Hello.
The one thing I maybe should do before we actively start on getting the machines down, like the production machines themselves, is
The
maybe
thing?
tap this Caterium node. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need quick wire for a number of things, and that's the by far the easiest Caterium node to get to.
Astral.
Technically, yes.
I came in to say hi to you in your stream.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah. And I
Thank you, thank
want
you.
everyone in the stream chat to know you guys are all wonderful beings. You should appreciate yourselves for being amazing and have some Dr. Mom bongos.
I love the Doctor Mom. Yes, yes.
By
Um,
far my favorite emote.
yeah, those are great. I love those. I
I
love those.
the bongos and the dancey dance both from Trixie.
I know, right?
I was up a little bit today with Pika.
Sorry, could you repeat that, Rage? I couldn't quite make that out.
Me and Pika were pirates today.
Oh, cool. How'd that go? Both
Yar.
Yar. Same question goes to you, Pika. How was that? How was being pirates with Reiji earlier today?
I mean, I was really high, so Pika was doing a little bit of babysitting at the same time.
It was funs. I see. I see. Uh, gotcha.
Yeah, Pika had to do a little bit of babysitting today.
I mean, that happens on occasion, yeah.
What, needing to
Uh,
babysit because I'm me and I got high?
Needing to babysit because you've got somebody who's maybe new to game or in an altered
No, it's
state of
not.
some variety or altered
It's
state.
not that. It's not that I was new to the game. I'm definitely not new to Sea of Thieves. It's just I was on the 420 green stuff.
Ah. Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, and I was killing snakes and chickens.
Okay.
I wasn't worried about looting or anything. I was on about getting snakes and chickens and getting the meat from those two specific entities
I mean, hey,
onto the boat.
if that's what works, if that's what was working for you, that's what was working for you. I see no issue in that. Oh, it's down there. I found the Caterium node. It's under a rock I have to blow up, which isn't an issue. I have explosives, because yes, please.
Boom, boom.
Yep, booms. And that's going to mean I'm going to feed it. Yeah. This is going to get, for my builds, a tad bit spaghetti, but there's really no way to avoid it in this particular instance. Let's see. I need to drag power over first of all. Not across the water, because that's going to be a royal pain in the butt. I don't want to do it that way. I probably do it. Underneath? Underneath, I imagine. You know, Erkin, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. Like, my brain is not in the headspace to do more like Bloodstain practice seats. Even though if I do want to make that particular little goal a reality, I'm going to need to do as many of them as I can get my hands on. So sometimes that's the way things are. You need to do a thing for something you want to accomplish, but you don't quite have the energy to do it. And that's absolutely fine.
Okay, Astral.
Mm-hmm.
You have an amazing stream. Chat, you continue to be amazing. I'm lurking there as well. Just everyone, don't get attacked by polar bears and you guys will be okay. I promise.
I mean, even if you do get attacked by polar bears, you know, I can step in and do something about it.
Yeah, we can get Tora and suplex them.
Exactly.
Suplex some polar bear.
I mean, how else do you deal with a problematic polar bear?
You super suplex it.
Yeah, you suplex them.
All right, bye bye everybody. Bye bye everybody.
Bye bye. Okay, now if I go, excellent. And Leg, hello, hello, welcome in. I hope you are well today. You are magical, that is true. Let's see. 1 and 2 and I said click on it, please, game. Ah, no. No, we're not flying off like that. Do I look like Team Rocket? I am not Team Rocket. Yay. Sketches. I just said I'm not Team Rocket. So silly. Sure. Silly Twitch. I ran ads already. I need to just not bother running the preset of ads anymore if Twitch is going to keep doing this. It throws the rhythm off of all the ads. Let's see. So I want to carry the power underneath here. Yes, I'm going to carry the power underneath here to there. And there. And then, yeah. Oh boy, I run fast. Yeah, I have it set to start after a delay. I should maybe just have it do it right away if that's an option. That way it does the 1.5 minute to start and then goes from there. Yep. Up. No, no. Silly game. Not there. There. And then we go down. Actually, no. We're not going to go down here yet. Temporarily, we're going to go down because I need to... No, I don't. I can build in the platform and then follow it along. So here's my thinking, actually. I plan to bring up the Caterium through the floor, run it next to that belt there, or maybe that one over on the very other edge, so maybe the one opposite, and then run that back along that little pipe network and up. Because it'll be the neatest way to handle this one, I think, in the scheme of things. That's at least the thought going through my head. Oh, I will happily give you cuddles, Zirkin. Go ahead, settle on in. You are welcome to stay there for a while. Okay. There's plenty of room on my lap for both of you. No need to get jealous. That's sad. It's time for explosions. Explosion, go. Kaboom. I love that. I love my booms. They're so good. I should have all the materials necessary for the Mark III. Yes. It is the last one I can do before I have to make more stuff. But I do have it at least. And let's line up with this so it's at least as neat and even as I can get it. There. That works too. That works too. So I think let's pop the conveyor lift hole here. Actually, no. Let's do it in the center mark here because that's the cleanest spot to do it. I like doing it in the little center points. And yeah, this will work. And the reason I'm doing it this way and not just connecting and going over is because this is going to be the much cleaner way to do it to actually make this work. That's my particular reasoning in this moment in time. That should be better? That's better. Okay. Glasses are misbehaving ever so slightly. And yeah, Run it in the center point. That's right. That's right. Okay. Thank you, Bon. Hydrate. Fireball? That's supposed to cause a leap. Hold on. Something. It's a good thing I'm not on that challenge yet, isn't it, Urkin? Also, what the heck is going on? That did not work as it was supposed to. Hold on. Is there an issue in Venia? One sec, I need to troubleshoot something. That wonderful subscription, 14 months from Hawk, thank you very much for that, my friend, should have sent me flying off into the air, and for some reason it didn't. Also, Darkle Snipe, hello again, welcome in. Huh. Vignon, what are you doing? Here, since you didn't get it, Hawk. There you go. Had to make sure that got done right. Troubles. That's true. That's true. Oh, ads are going. I will give Darkle Snipe a proper hello later. As soon as ads are over. Is this the last thing I'm gonna have to carry up from here, from the beach? I think so. Yeah, so I can just kind of run this. Yeah. No. Thank you. Okay. Now. More aluminum. Ah. That doesn't surprise me. I laid down a lot of Mark V belts out of necessity recently. It makes perfect sense that I would have run out. Okay, so that's ready to go. In fact... Aluminum Man, indeed. I will say again, welcome in. Hello again, Darkle Snipe. It has been a while. It has been a little while. I hope you are well. I hope you've been well. Da, 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 da. Thankfully, I have enough power here. I can just keep floating along. And here's where I'm going to have to either go over... Please tell me this is autosave and not crash. Because I would be very annoyed if this ends up being crash. Okay. No, not autosave. An actual, like, maybe? Yeah, it's just not announcing the autosaves. Huh. That throws me off, yeah. Oh. No, internet. Don't you dare. Stop that. Stop that right this minute. Stop that right this minute, you. Can I do the thing? Can I go? No, there's no going under. Okay, so it looks like I have to climb over the pipe and then back down. It's gonna be a necessity to get this through. Either that or... It's supposed to be announcing, yeah. No. No, I don't have to. I absolutely don't have to do that. I have another solution. Oh, fuck's sake. Bloody internet fucking dropped. And now it's back again. Rawr! Fucking internet stupidity. I do not like this right now, internet. Get your act together, or I will have to do something about you, and you will not like it. That's for the internet to figure out on its own accord and get thoughts in its head for just how bad it could potentially be. Thank you, Erkin. I appreciate it. Nah. Okay, don't worry. This bit of spaghetti is about to get handled. Because that's not quite right. I need to fix that. This is gonna be Kateriamore? That's coming up? You know what? Let me run the Katerium and see how full it ends up looking. I forget how high up it goes. I might be able to get away with just raising that pipe up a little bit and not have to, like, make that a too high thing. I'm hoping that's the case. But we'll find out soon enough. For now, that surprisingly works. I was not expecting that to work. But as it stands, I need to figure out the actual, like, carry up for that in and of itself, which I think, oh, that is not even straight, is that? Nope. That's why I'm doing this now. So I can adjust this and change where the power actually goes along. It also lets me clean up the way that thing's pointing. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I can just do it like this. Hold on. I am being the silly, and I think I figured this out. Or at least this part of it is figured out. Let's see if I'm right. Oh gosh, I went too far. Too far. Okay, dial it back a couple. 2x2. Do not dismantle when I'm standing on top of the thing I'm dismantling. Do not do that. That is asking for trouble. I also want to... This gives me a better opportunity to make sure this is actually perpendicular, I think is the correct term here. Yes. And in this case, I'm good with it being a little bit higher. With being over that a little bit. Maybe if you're like over a very short drop, but not this kind of a drop, Erkin. This kind of a drop, you're asking for it if you do that. 2 bars of a tea. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Oh, are you kidding? That's one over. Well, you know what? That actually kind of works. That should be fine. Because. Um. Yeah, that's just the one. We're good. We're good. Okay. So. Yeah. I think it's no longer announcing the autosaves, and that's what's throwing me. And I don't know why it's not announcing the autosaves. Oh, are you kidding me? The internet did its something again too? Yes, actually. I've been trying to back up all of them. I don't have them all organized. I have to organize them. But they are in my VODs. Um there's a lot of them, be forewarned, and a lot of them are quite long. But they are all there. I've been trying to be good about making sure to back up all of them. I think I've missed one or two over time. But yeah, you'll find highlights of all the of like ones that Twitch was gonna delete that are now saved as backups. It's a way around the limited lifespan of that sort of a thing, which is kind of nice. No, no, it was definitely mine again for a little bit. I saw more drop frames. So you are correct. It's intermittent in and out. Wi-Fi works intermittently. I like that. That is beautiful. Let's see. Up we go. I'm figuring out where I want this. This should be good. Yep, you're welcome. There we go. Wife. That's good too. Uh, will that be okay? Nope. Nope. That won't be okay. Let's instead connect it to that one. I've got to do it like so. Is that perfect or is that like just barely off? Oh, that might be just barely off. There's also another slight problem. I kind of... Wait, stop that. I kind of goofed onto which direction I had it facing when I put it down. So that doesn't work. I need this. So that would not have actually functioned. But this should be okay. Oh, dearie me. That's... It's close. It's really close. But I need to do it like this. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I spotted that. I'm like, Arf. This way, though, that being off by like a meter is not an issue. That's more than enough room for the game to be like, yeah, okay. We'll just kind of curve it a little bit. No, no. I just move it back a little bit and go, bap. Because that works just as well. And then I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to rework this power just a little bit out of necessity. That's fine. I don't care about that little bit of damage. Power. This is me being very picky about everything looking exactly right. Folks who play the game, you absolutely don't have to do what I'm doing here. In fact, you probably shouldn't. Yes, don't do as Astral does, at least in this instance. And this is why I was telling Toaster earlier that I would have a whole lot of trouble with the Satisfactory challenge, because this is my go-to. This is my standard how I handle things. It's yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Precisely. Precisely. Let's grab my walls. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. Floating blocks to do the thing. So you do real good actually then with the challenge, wouldn't you, Erkin? Yep. Though to be fair, I am very, very happy to have shit defy gravity. Like this. This is there is almost nowhere where that has connection with ground. It is anti-gravity for like 99% of the build. So our stuff is works very similarly at least a couple of ways. Well, yeah, but walls and tacky bit, walls and spiky bits are those are aesthetics. Let's see. So it's gonna curve inward here and then over. I'm figuring out the path for this to follow. Yeah, yeah. Concrete totally floats. Concrete. Exactly, Erkin. Yeah. What do you mean? Of course concrete floats. What kind of a question is that? Right, chat? Concrete totally floats. Nothing funky to see here at all. Do not worry. Everything is working exactly as intended. Perfectly fine. Absolutely no weirdness at all. That'll work. Hmm. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I like the idea of you being able to kind of walk over this thing. This one will remain as like foundation and not solar panel. So we go to here. We go up because I need to clear. Actually, no. I can do it like this. Let's see. I'm needing to be careful how far over I float here because I can lose my power and then be in a whole lot of trouble. When the lime reacts with the sand, the byproduct. There we go. Legs got it. Though the easier way is just to call it, orc magic. But that definitely does work too. Actually, no, that's fine. That works. That works absolutely fine. Yay. Okay. Take that out, and then run power. Huzzah! We have power. I will fix it so that that's actually overclocked properly, because it does need to be overclocked. It is not doing its job right if it is not overclocked at least a little bit. Or the way it will be later on, painted red, shall we say. I'm looking forward to doing that with the some of those buildings. Painted all red. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah. Or you're right, October. That is just around the corner. We'll have to see if we can get everything together in time to make that work. Because that would be fantastic for the month of October. We have that challenge going. Oh, that's going to be so good. The Orktober challenge. I may not have even have to do the thing. Oh, that'll be wonderful. I'm might just be a very happy dragon here. You won't. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So now we pop 1, 2 into this, up it to the 780 mark. I can't wait until there's the I'm hoping that we eventually get better belts, like even Mark 6 belts that are even more efficient. But I don't know if we're ever actually going to get like a Mark 6 belt. I kind of have my doubts. But I can hope. I can totally hope on the matter. There we go. That is a beautiful sight. And what's even more beautiful, what I'm realizing, by the way, I'll get to show off in just a moment. it still clips a little bit. Okay. I was hoping that wouldn't clip, but it's ever so minor that I'm pretty sure I can just get away with raising where the pipe comes up a little bit and I'll be set. I won't have to like do another layer of glass here because I don't want to if I can help it on that one. But I think that should be enough of a gap to make that function. We'll find out now. I want to be on horizontal to vertical mode. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, it barely clears. There's the autosave message. Raise it a little bit and then? Probably raise it a little bit and then. Did a climb down. You know what? This is a moment to finally get a thing I've been thinking about maybe picking up for eventually, but I now have a reason to do it. Oh, awesome shop. Right, I forgot. You need screws for the damn awesome shop. And I never carry a thing of screws with me. Thank you, Erican. Yeah, I've got a cup of tea. I'm going to be making myself another one at some point, fairly soonish probably. And I got plenty of water and whatnot on hand. Awesome shop. I am buying a thing that, in all honesty, I didn't think I was ever going to pick up. But it's time for it. Where is it? It is under clean pipelines. But now, there's actually a reason for it. I'll show you in a second. Boop. Oh, because I don't have coupons on me. That's fine. Karen. Go grabbing my stack of coupons. I have coupons. I have them plenty. So, the reason that I'm finally picking up the clean option is this connection right here. Because look at that bit of clippage. And it's only because of what the showing underneath, of showing what's inside of it. That's the only reason it's there. Yep. This is clean and smooth. Everywhere else, I'm going to be using the standards because I don't see a reason to change that. Oh, hey, and you know what I can do actually now? Oh, this will be really nice. This one's always been a little bit off just because of kind of the angle it's coming at. I can now line these up so that they're running perfectly. Perfectly the way that they are everywhere else. And like so. Yes. Yes. Especially there. Look at that gorgeousness. And I realized the nitric acid is kind of a light green tone. It's not really a gray. It's kind of a grayish green. Or at least that's how it looks to me. I don't know if that looks like gray to the rest of you, but it's kind of got a light green tinge to it. And I kind of like that. It's the stop sign. Or a stoplight. Green, yellow, red. Teehee. Now, if I really wanted green liquid flowing through pipes, I have an option. Reactor cool. Some of the reactor coolant actually has a green color to it, but I don't have a need for that particular stuff at the moment. Tempted as I am to like make one of the gigantic reactors just for funsies to see what they look like. Once I get this factory all up and running, I might be able to. Boop. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, if I do this while backing up, I won't go too fast to the point where I can't see what I'm up to. There we go. Up. Now this is gonna be the one interesting part. Actually, no, this will be fine. Not that one. You. That kind of works. Actually, if I drop the wall hole, the pipes literally just go through the conveyor holes. Okay, that actually looks really cool. I'm happy with that. I like that. There you go. And player's not in the way. You're a good game. Don't sweat that. Everything's fine. Oh, except I didn't have to go that far up, did I? I was like, yeah, keep going along, keep going along, keep going up. No, no, that was a mistake. Hmm. This is what I needed to do. That's all. Now I've got the Caterium ore in place, ready to access. It was never really possible to expand the actual, like, grounds of this level of the factory towards this direction anyway because the pipes had to go up. And I'm actually tempted to just leave that there. I kind of like that look as opposed to them going through the wall holes. That's kind of cool. I might just keep that like that for now. I may replace it later. We'll find out. We'll see kind of where my mood's at for that. But that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. And this definitely needs to get enclosed then. I might not enclose that. I might enclose that with the regular wall. I'll kind of figure out as I go that as well. So now let me take a quick look at the various recipes I'm going to need for what remains here. So to see if there's any other materials I need to tap or bring over, or if I'm good to just start like laying down like water extractors and figuring out how many of each machine I end up needing for stuff. This might take me a little while. Start from the uranium stuff itself. Concrete. That's part of the reason that's basically why I've grabbed the limestone. I just need it for concrete. For this, concrete itself, and to go into the encased. I know that much. There's the control rods. The control rods are why I need the Caterium, because I need quick wire. And I can also use any leftover I have to turn the Caterium ingots into regular wire and save my copper for the other things I'm going to need copper for. You'll see why I'm a hair concerned about the copper amounts. Even though one would think about, what is that, 1,400? Like 1,560 copper a minute would be plenty, and it probably is. I'm probably overdoing things with that, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to be prepared. The fuel rods require the control rods, which is why I need to be making them, as well as the encased. So I'll need more encased. Okay, welcome back there, Pika. Let's see. The non-fissile is why the silica is present, and there's at least one other thing that calls for the silica, actually. I'll admit, I am tempted to run the alternate, although we'll see what my numbers look like. I'm not sure which would be the better call, and like how much uranium waste I end up making. I don't know yet. This is the part I've never dealt with before, so you got me. Then I need to make the plutonium pellets at some point to make the encased plutonium cells, because the plutonium fuel rods are what I can drop into the sink. This is my end waste product that's recyclable. Everything else is not recyclable. I have to get to the fuel rod. And the fuel rod is precisely why I need the fused modulars. The plutonium fuel rods for the pressure conversion cubes. That's the only reason I'm bringing them over, just for this step. And that particular conversion cube... Oh, blast it. It's not fucking copper powder, is it? That's gonna be annoying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No, there's a solution here. There's a solution. I think we need to bounce away from here for a little bit, though. Or we will at some point. I forgot. Those cubes require radio control units, not copper powder. copper powder is a requirement for making the nuclear pasta. This is why I was thinking about copper powder. Because that recipe needs it. But the cubes require stupidity. Huh. Yeah, Erkin's got the right of it. Mental pain. Hey, there. As I said, there's plenty of room there. Hmm. So the one thing that has the potential to save me here, incidentally. In fact, we're gonna take a trip on Pan, so I can show you why I'm not completely panicking here, and I'm only partially concerned. Once Pan gets back. I'm not panicking. Nope. Speaking of which, where is Pan? One sec, folks. Yep. Okay, so let's see where Pan's train is. Problem being, Pan's train is another one of the long ones. Where is that train even? The Hydro, Choo Choo, Hell Train. Genty. Uh, there's Pika's train. There's Pan is left only fairly recently. We're running. We're gonna run this one. It's gonna be a little bit annoying, but we'll do it. And I'll see however many of the radio control units I can get away with crafting back at Aluminum. And hope I don't have to try to make them here. Hang. The figuring of the out is going to happen eventually. But for, you know what, while I'm doing the long run back to Aluminum, folks, how are all of you? How's your day been? How's your weekend been even? Especially if the last time you were able to tune in was, say, on the Thursday. Not on you, Pika. Not on you. Just on my own finger. Why would I need to eat? Why would... No. There's no reason. And if I do happen to spot Pan along the tracks, I might just hop on so I don't have to worry about holding down as we run. But as it stands, it's highly likely we might beat the train back to Aluminum. And if we don't beat the train back to Aluminum, we'll beat the train on the way back from Aluminum. Open crews would mean you'd get random people, yeah? That's always seemed a little bit risky to me. But then again, I don't like that kind of risk when it comes to online games. That's me. Obviously, Pika, if you're comfortable doing that, by all means. It is your game. It is your choice. Entirely 100%. Actually, let's see. That seems to be behaving itself. And speaking of, here's the pan train, as you can see. Now we're just going to run it. Ah, I see. So it's either open crew or you'd have to do solo, and I don't think you can play that game solo. I imagine there aren't NPCs like that you can kind of call in. It's designed to be multiplayer is my sense of things. You can? Okay. Well, I didn't that one's news to me. You can play solo. Okay. That's good at least. I'm glad they at least let you about to do that. That's good. Solo swooping is a thing. Okay, cool. Right. Is that? Yes. This is a particularly treacherous part to be walking over, by the way, because that pit is death. So I need to be extra careful running on this section. Ah, I see. Makes sense, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're past the death area. So now let's land, and let me show you why I'm not completely worried about why I've got at least a little bit of like, yeah, this might be possible going through my brain. It's not this floor. It's one lower, I think. Bonk. Is it aluminum floor? I have to remember what's what in this particular factory, because this factory is, frankly speaking, kind of huge. There's a lot of aluminum being produced, and I can produce a heck of a lot more if need be, and I probably will at some point. But for the time being, I have enough being manufactured at any given point in time. I think it's this level is the level I need. Yeah. Yeah. I do need to make sure that I'm not utilizing any of these materials. If I am, I might have a problem. But I'm pretty sure I set up some of this stuff to produce, and I've not been using it anywhere. And if that's true, I'm in good shape. I see. I'm making high-speed connectors. and everything that contributes to the high-speed connectors. Radio control units. Okay, so there's 3 possible recipes that I can draw on here. And in all honesty, I think I could get away with running this one in the end. I have the high speeds. I have the heat sinks. This is a main aluminum after all. And I can pull a little bit of extra quartz off for the quartz crystal if I'm not already making it somewhere else here. I probably don't need a lot of machines for that. No worries, Leg. I would much rather folks take their time formulating their response and make sure the response is right for them than you spit out something quickly that you then have to retract or, like say, wait, no, that's not what I meant, or, anything like that. Now, the thing I need to see is how many radio control units per minute are needed for the pressure cubes. It's 2. And generally speaking, when you're dealing with the waste product to make the plutonium fuel rods, it's half per. So if I'm say 2 machines doing the radio control units here, that's 7. 7.5, because it's it's 3.75 per minute. I'll make sure I've got enough high-speed connectors for it. Make sure I've got like 15 a minute being made. I don't know. And I'll admit the heat sinks are a little bit of a concern there. But I'd rather mess with those than trying to make the computers and the base recipe. The base recipe seems a little bit dangerous. And I don't think I've got the rubber coming in, or if I do, it's just not worth it for this alternate. Because I still have to deal with the crystal oscillators. This only requires me to make one additional thing, maybe, and then I'm good. But let me see if my numbers add up to allow me to do 2 of these. Because that would make my day. So 15 high speeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not an issue. I'm doing 30. So that's good. So the high-speed connectors are no problem. Wait a minute. Oh, and that is lovely too, maybe. Oh, this is possibly lovely. Exactly, Arkin. Thank you. Only with consent. Problem being, I don't know how many electromagnetic control rods I'm ultimately going to need for the uranium fuel rods. I have to start mathing. But if I can figure that out, standard recipe only, it's 2 per minute, so 1 machine making rods services 2 machines making the fuel rods. In the end. This is where having Train around would be helpful. Because Train has some idea of the numbers for the actual, like, nuclear reactors themselves. So that would give me a starting amount number for to calculate everything else is the problem. I'm just gonna make what I need at my main at the other factory. I don't want to risk too many things being made off site for this. I want as much as possible being made on site, where it's like relatively close and doesn't take too long to travel. Because this train line is long. But I have more than enough high-speed connectors, which is good. There is more. There is quartz crystal. Is it going anywhere? And if so, what is it flowing into? This is an important question. It's going up. Up, up, up. Oh. This is the quartz crystal that's going all the way over to the facility that's making the turbo motors. I don't dare tap into that because I think I have just enough for those numbers. I'm pretty sure I have just enough. Wow. I mean, I can always make a few more. That's not a big deal. That's not hard, per se. Then there's also, it also kind of begs the question, do I have enough heat sinks in production to do the recipe I'm thinking of running here? Okay, I don't know why that my Vignon stuff is not running properly, but hello, Erica. Thank you for the raid. Oh, it must have been, the stupidity from earlier caused a disconnect. Give me one moment, Raiders. I need to test a thing, but then I will be right with you. Okay, that worked. Thank you, Bun. That tells me that there's a thing that is not functioning here, which is annoying. No yeets at the moment. My apologies, folks. The finale of Payday 2 streams, maybe probably not. Ah, how was that, friend? How was your stream? Also, Raiders, if you do not already know me, I am Astral, Cat Dragon variety streamer. Knee deep, actually more than knee deep, chest deep in trying to figure out maths at the moment. Lots and lots of math. And I don't know where to start is half the problem. Because I did the easy part already. And now I have to do the hard part. I might be in over my head. You're right, Buttons. I very well might. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Well, you know what, Erica? Let me get you the yeet you so rightfully deserve. Don't mind that pause for a second. That's normal. Boop. There we go. There's your yeet. In fact, you know what? I am going to do a thing. I'm going to make a very quick modification that should help out, at least for tonight, considering this is being kind of stupid in all the wrong ways. Bear with me for one moment while I do this. This is the easy part. Um, yeah, that'll work. Okay, mods. If a raid comes in and the yeet does not go off, if this continues being stupid, you can just type exclamation YT. I'll make it all lowercase to make your lives a little bit easier. uh, and that should do the trick. I do not know if you are stuck in ad hell and ads. Maeska, let me see if I can get your name right. Maeskiot, apologies. What, what would you like me to call you? But there you go. Hello, hello. And also thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tribe. But yes, there you go. You have a manual trigger. Maya? Okay, gotcha. Mods, you now have a manual trigger. They are for dealing with the yeet, if need be. Annoying that it's not behaving itself. Oh, Sorry, I'm a little bit thrown off by the fact I've been having some technical problems, difficulties tonight. Partly due to internet, and that seems to have screwed something up. But I do not know quite what's going on with that, and that's throwing my brain off. Figuring all of this madness is also throwing me off, too. That's... So, the two things I'm concerned about is enough heat sinks and enough... Quartz crystal, okay. That I'm not concerned about at all. This is good. This is very good. Thank you, John T. Thank you, thank you. Well, you know what? Considering the fact that I've got a whole big container here and extras, and I probably have enough of this being made to be okay for... Oh, but this is for power. This is for nuclear power related stuff. I probably don't want to screw around with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 8 machines on each side. Yeah, it's 8 machines on each side. So effectively 4 at 15 a minute per side. So that's 60, 120 a minute. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's about 120 a minute. And they're going to the fused modulars up top of here. That's one of the locations that these are going to. And the other ones are going off to main base for the production of turbo motors. I'm pretty sure they are specifically for the turbo motors. So if those are running a little slowly, those are both okay to run slowly. Yeah, so I should be okay in that respect. The other thing I need to now look at is the quartz that's available nearby. Or if I just want to run the materials over to make... Here, let me show you where my brain's at on this. I'm also being careful going down because I can go too fast and run into issues here. So I'm good on the... I have plenty of... Trying to find the word. Plenty. I should have more than enough of the heat sinks in production. That shouldn't be a problem. I should be fine as far as... Ah, stop. Come on. It'll be easy enough with the quartz I'm dragging over at the other one to make the quartz crystal at the main facility, at the new facility I'm building. And here's the helpful part. I've been producing high-speed connectors here with the intention of, like, probably for radio control units at some point, when I was originally planning to do them here, then decided I'm making them back on main base. So I have the radio control units being produced in abundance. I can just ship the radio control units over, in addition to the... Blarg. Yes, the Blarg. That's the scientific term for it. The Blarg. The fused modulars. So I would need to ship some amount of heat sinks and some amount of the radio high speed connectors over, and I'd be good. Yeah, I know, right, Jaunty? I like that. Whose emote is that? Etoile. That explains a lot. Okay, that is pretty. That is really pretty. Yep. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ship over. I have 2 more cars available on Pan's train, and I can make it one of the materials that is going out on that. These, one of them, the actual. Okay, so that's option 1. Option 2 is to just ship the radio control units themselves. I just need to make sure I'm making 90 quartz crystal. As long as I can make 90 quartz crystal, I'm good. Hold on. Is that just 4 machines on standard? I think it's just 4 machines on standard. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's just 4 machines on the standard recipe. And they're taking in basically 150 a minute. It's 37.5 per. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna make them here. There's no reason to have to ship that many extra things over when I can just make them here, send them out with the other ones. 2 machines making the radio control units is fine. That's 7.5 a minute. That's enough for like. That's enough for 3 machines making the actual pressure cubes, no issue. And if I need more than that, I'm trying to produce way too much power from nuclear, and I start worrying about other things. So now the next big step is to see how much of the quartz is being used for the various things, so I know which one of these lines I can tap into. This is a little bit of a spaghetti mess, so this might take me a few moments to figure out. Most of this is going to silica, if I'm not mistaken. There's a little bit going to quartz crystal already. but most of it is tied into silica. Yes. This is the silica that's feeding into that section. And it's coming in up above and following along. Let's play follow the belts, everyone, while I figure all of this madness out. So that's the first. That one going back is specifically the one that should be feeding these fellows here. And I think only those fellows there. And it's taking, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $453. No. It's 6 times 67.5. 405. Yeah? Yeah. So that's a 405 of... Each of those belts is carrying 600, if I'm not mistaken. So if that belt is only carrying 405 of the 600... That's plenty, yeah? That's plenty. I can just split that... Oh, yeah? Yeah, because every single other one that is going off of is coming off of the other one, and that's the one I don't want to mess with. But this one I think I can just connect off of. Oh, fraptious day, Kalukale. This is gonna... That helps. That helps out so much. Oh. Good. Good. I'm fine. Because I'm left with 195 a minute. Yes, I'm left with 195 a minute. So to give people a little bit of a clue as to where my numbers are coming from here, you may notice here there are 4 quartz lines here, 4 belts carrying quartz. Each one is coming off they're coming off of 2 Mark III miners at max overclock, being split as close as possible to the origin point of the miner itself. So each belt is able to carry roughly 600 a minute of the quartz itself. It might be closer to 780 depending on like how much the other stuff is being drawn off of in what direction, because a lot of this is kind of in standby mode. It looks like it'll work fine now, but I want to be careful to not like overstretch too much in case everything at some point needs to run, and then I'd run into problems. That's why I'm being extra cautious. But the good news is this lower one, that's the fellow that's going all the way to the back, is only servicing one thing at the moment. And that's these 6 refineries. And I have 2 options here. If I have enough water, I can even just overclock them. And then I don't have to worry about like adding in the constructors at all. And then I can just do the split off. Maybe. Do I have enough water to run that? It's the same. It's 37.5 water per. So 75, 150, 225. Oh, I have more than enough. And I need 90. That's it. So let's overclock 2 of them. Actually, I can just overclock 1 of them. So one of them is running more than the others and makes my life easier. So if I were to add 90 to this one, it would be... I swear my brain will figure the math out for this eventually. 80 would be 130, so that's 142. How many do I need to get to 142? I can't get there. Nanderi, hello, hello. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. How are you tonight? So if I just add 30 to each of these... Add 15 to each. Add 15 to each. So I'll find out what the percentage, what the actual like clock speed percentage is, and then I'll run from there. So if I'm adding 15, that becomes 67.5. That is a weird number. Oh, you're able to go to TwitchCon. Excellent. I hope you have a good time. I hope you have fun. And thank you for dropping on in. I'm just gonna run to 130%. It's a little more than I need, but frankly, I don't want to have to put in that weird ass number for every single one of these. That's too much. And this is something I can totally get away with. Yeah, it ends up being, if I do the exact number I need 90 more quartz crystal a minute. So I was thinking of doing like 3 machines at 30 each, but this is, but 6 machines at 15 each is the fastest way to run that. It's gonna be tight. Hey, I'm glad that you've got some way to figure it. I'm glad it might be possible for you. I would love to do TwitchCon, but there is absolutely no way that's in the budget. But yeah, John T, the number, if I just wanted to do the actual number I need for all of these, is something like 128.3 additional 3 digits in the at the back end. And I am not dealing with that stupidity. I am much happier running, like, rounding up to the 130%. It's a little more than's necessary. But you know what? A little more is good. I'll take it. I'm not going to push much higher than that, even though I probably can handle it. Because I don't want to run into production problems. Potentially down the line. But yeah, so, I'm going to be smart about this. Now, the fun part is going to be figuring out... It's just 2 manufacturers? I can run it here, can't I? On this floor... I'm a little torn as to where I want to actually lay out the manufacturers for this. The quartz crystal and the high speeds are on this floor. The other friend is on like 2 floors up, 3 floors up. Probably better to do it on this floor if I can help it. Yeah. Especially since this set of machines is reinforced iron plate. As long as I don't get too close to that, I should be fine. I hope. Thank you. Yeah, don't sweat it, Jaunty. Math is hard. Math is quite hard. Let's put you here, I think. Temps are too high for you. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. 1, 2. Good call. Actually, You know what? No, I'm gonna run these. I'm gonna have these made up on a higher floor. Now that I think about it, it makes more sense for these to be manufactured higher up. And the floor these are going to be manufactured on is going to be the floor that uh the fused modulars are being made on. I just have to remember what floor that is. It's the problem of this place. There's too many floors and I don't have signs to say what's being made on which floor. I need to do that eventually. Okay, nothing on this floor, and that's fine. That is not the floor I'm concerned about. This is not the floor I'm looking for. Yeah, it is something to do sooner rather than later, but I'm being stubborn and I will pay for it later. And you know what? That's on me. I recognize that. I want to do it on this floor for one big reason. The train station I'm looking to feed these radio control units into is right here. So if I do it on this floor, it's the shortest route to get the stuff over. It means I might have to be a little bit picky on... it might be a little bit of spaghetti to get the materials to make the things here up, but that's not an issue. I can handle that. Yeah, I can handle that, no issue. So let's go. Let's actually get this part of the show on the road. Facing out this direction on the this marker here, just so I make sure I have enough room to get the belts running up. This way? Yeah, it doesn't hurt to face them this way. Okay, now I need to send up 3 different materials. The first... let me see where they all are and where I am best off sending them up from. And remember my way down. This is my way down. Nyum. Bop and bop. No, no, I didn't say jump. I wanted to run down, please. Nice and slow and gentle, thank you. Game says you said run. Go Neum. It's like, no, not that kind of Neum. Thank you, game. I might be confusing game. That is true. Confusing poor game. No, 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 no. The heat sinks are all being made elsewhere. The heat sinks are all going elsewhere. They're not going into anything in this particular factory, as far as I'm aware. Not currently. Because the cooling systems are being made elsewhere, so. I mean, that's as good as anything else, right? Internet, would you stop being dumb, please? Wonderful. Now let's see. The line I want to tap from... Oh, actually, no. I can just tap from the upper portion of the container here, and that should be fine, yeah? It'll be a little bit... The neatness will be a little funky. I appreciate the thought, Erkin. It seems your intimidation skill is not high enough, though, to actually work on the internet at the moment. Which is a shame. An absolute shame. Yep. Oh, that song. Indeed. Okay, so I'm gonna hook into this one here. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Jaunty. Hmm. Oops. Yeah, let me just run that up to the... Is that... It's not in the same spot. Oh, that's blessed be. That's good. That is good. That'll actually help me for running stuff forward. Oh, good. I was concerned for a moment that this was going to be on the same plane as that one over there, but I forgot. That's going through a splitter first. I forget if it's a smart splitter. I think it's a smart splitter for that matter. Should I actually run it through the smart splitter? No. No, it doesn't have to run through the smart splitter. We're fine then. Oh, you're more than scary enough, Erkin. It's just the internet is stubborn. Like, very stubborn. You are fine. You are just as scary as you want to be. 1, 2. Ooh, rainbow hoodie, yes. Yeah, and this is what tells me that Vignon is working the way it's supposed to in a couple of other things. There's probably just a disconnect somewhere that's acting a little weird. No. You know, considering there's nothing going through either of these sections, I'm just going to run straight up from here. Forget that bit of stupidity. Let me do this the intelligent way. At least on this friend. Where are you off to? You are right there. Yes, was that right? Or off by one? And I think it was off this direction. No? There. See if I'm correct. There we go. Am I good or am I good? There we go. Okay, so now that's going to be the one going up. And let's get the other two up in the same general place, if at all possible. Actually, that'll be surprisingly easy, I think. Yeah? Yeah, that'll be surprisingly easy. Because this is the very quartz crystal that's being made in those refineries. And so I can just pop it there. I can just run a splitter off of this. I'm going to run it directly off of the thing here, if the game will let me get away with that. I'm pretty sure it does. Yes, excellent. Well, that's fine. That's a laser going through a splitter. You know, perfectly normal. Totally how it works. Don't question it, folks. I don't know. Why would you question it?